A lot of students have been lately asking me about the timetable which they should follow for the upcoming 9 months so as to score good ranks when it comes to the NEET 2027 exam. So here in this particular video, my dear students, I'll give you a proper timetable so that you remain disciplined for the upcoming 9 months and so that you can shoot up your ranks when it comes to the NEET 2027 examination. Okay? See, knowing the timetable is easy, but following the timetable is very difficult. Following the routine is difficult, my dear student. But if you are willing, if you are serious about this journey for upcoming 9 months, then nobody is going to stop you, my dear students, in order to wear that white coat when it comes to the NEET 2027 exam. Okay? So what my online batch students, look at these students. These are our last year Phoenix batch students who got selected this year, right? These are only a few. What schedule they used to follow, right? How they used to prepare about the examination, right? That's something which I'm going to share with you. And I'm pretty much sure you guys are going to follow the same things. First of all these students are from our last year Phoenix batch, my dear. Okay? All these students, they are from our Phoenix batch last year. Some of these students, they scored almost like 340, 350 in their first attempt. And in the second attempt this year, they are scoring more than 600, right? So you can take a motivation from them too. If they could do it, you can do it too. It is just they followed a proper routine. They followed a proper mentorship. That's what I would expect from you guys as well. Now, first of all, if I talk about those students who are already the part of the online batches, be it our batch or from some other batch, right? What kind of things you have to keep in your mind, my dear students? All those students who are preparing for NEET 2027 examination and have taken the online batch, whether you have taken it from here or some other platform, does not matter. My dear students, you have to keep certain things in your mind. And what are those certain things? First of all, every single day, my dear students, you have to dedicate some 12 hours to your study. Okay? And in these 12 hours, 6 hours, my dear students, should go for the live lectures and another 6 hours should go for your self-study. Okay? Now, what you have to do in the first 6 hours when you are watching the live lectures? In these 6 hours, my dear students, in these 6 hours, on an average, there are 4 classes every day, right? The maximum duration of the class will be 1.5 hours, correct? So technically, you are giving some 6 hours to your live lectures. And in these 6 hours, what you have to do? You just have to understand the lecture, watch the lecture live, do not rely on the recordings, and just make the notes. This is the process which you are supposed to follow for the 6 hours on a given day while you are watching the lecture. Watch the lecture properly, carefully, with proper understanding, and after that, while watching the lecture, make the notes. A lot of students are there. I've seen in my journey of teaching. First of all, they'll watch the lecture for 1.5 hours. Then they'll dedicate another 1.5 hours for note making and all. No. While watching the lecture, you have to make the notes on your own. And the notes should be precise, short, to the point. So that during the revision time, right, you should be doing the revision quickly. That's only possible if your notes are precise, if your notes are short. Now, my dear students, another 6 hours of self-study. This is more important than first 6 hours. This is more important than the first 6 hours. So basically, the 6 hours of self-study, you have to divide equally into 2 hours. 2 hours for physics, 2 hours for chemistry, 2 hours for biology. Now, for example, if you start physics, in the 2 hours of self-study, in the subject physics, my dear students, what you have to do? You just have to solve the same questions again, since you have watched the lecture, right? Your teacher has done some questions in the live lecture. Now, during the self-study time, first you need to go through your notes quickly. And then you have to solve the same questions again without seeing the solution, which your teacher solved in the classroom, which your teacher solved in the live class. After that, whatever DPP you have, whatever study material you have, right? Whatever topics your teacher taught you in the class, right? Try solving the questions from the same topic from your study material as well as the DPPs. Okay? My dear students, same thing goes for what? Same thing goes for chemistry. In chemistry also, 2 hours. And in these 2 hours, again, you have to follow the same process. And biology, after watching the lectures, after making the notes, 2 hours for self-study. In that self-study, you have to revise the notes. and just you have to read the NCERT, and if you are following some DPPs, just try solving the questions of the same concept which your teacher has discussed in your classroom. You don't have to study anything new on your own. No, just follow the batch properly. I've seen a lot of students, right? For example, if in the batch I'll start mole concept, they'll start some other chapter on their own. They'll think I'll complete the syllabus in 3 months. So for that, I'll start some other chapter on my own. Do not do that. Avoid that. That's the major mistake which students do, my dear students. Okay? So avoid that. Just follow your batch. If your teacher is teaching you one chapter, stick on that chapter. Do not start some other chapter on your own. No. No, you're not going to do that. And same thing, I believe, offline students can also do. Right? 6 hours of offline studies followed by this particular practice of 6 hours of self-study. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. This is something which you have to do, my dear students. Now, as I told you, these are the students who dedicatedly did the same thing. They dedicatedly did the same thing. Whatever I was telling you till now, all of them, after talking to every one of these, one by one, we got to know the same thing, my dear. They did not start some new chapters on their own. No, they just followed the batch blindly, properly. They just followed the proper mentors, right? Perfect. Just followed them, who gave them the direction, and here they are in front of you. And all these are our Phoenix batch students, right? Now, you know, my dear students, there are 4 things which I told you in my last session as well. There are 4 things on which you have to act upon, which you have to keep in your mind. One is your syllabus completion should happen on time. By January and maximum your syllabus should be completed. You have to do the rigorous question practice, my dear student. Almost 50,000 plus questions you have to solve. When it comes to revision you will do in the last 2 months, in the month of February and March, right? In the month of February and March. And my dear students, dedicated 2 months should be for the revision. Perfect. And better is to do the revision from some crash course. That is better, basically. Level up tests. Whatever tests you are writing during the preparation, my dear students, make sure you write the level up tests. Make sure you write the tests which have got the level of more than that of that J mains level exam. Right? Those sort of tests. And write in the first 6 months of syllabus completion. In the first 6 months of syllabus completion, do one thing. Do one thing, my dear students. In the first 6 months of syllabus completion, that means I'm talking about from 1st August till 31st of January. These are almost 6 months. In these 6 months, you have to write tests after every 14 days. Okay? And in the 2-month revision, the 2-month revision which you will be doing in the month of your February and March, at that time you have to increase the test frequency. You have to write 2 tests per week. And in the last month, my dear students, you only have to follow the mock test. You only have to write the mock test. Every single day you have to write the mock test. Every single day. Part syllabus mock test, full syllabus mock test, every single day in the last month. That's how you are going to become exam friendly, my dear student. Okay? So keep all these things into your mind. Now, all those students who are yet to start their preparation, have not started their preparation, my dear students, we at Unacademy are starting a fresh batch for all the NEET 2027 aspirants. The name of the batch is the Phoenix 3.0 batch. The batch is starting today. Okay? And today, exactly at 8 p.m., my dear students, I'm taking the live orientation of the batch. Okay? From 1st August to 31st August. We are going to complete your entire syllabus of physics, chemistry, biology. Right? All the chapters will be covered from the basics. Whatever theory is included in the chapter, whatever types of the questions are included in the chapter, every single thing will be shown in the class itself. And the questions which we are going to show in the class, 30% of the questions will be easy. 30% questions will be of the moderate level. And 40% questions will be difficult. They'll be taken from some standard books. Okay, in this particular batch. Tests will happen after every 14 days. And the level of the lectures will be more than that of JEE Mains level. The level of the tests which we are going to conduct here in this batch, it is again going to be more than that of JEE Mains level. Okay, the batch is starting today. If you are yet to enroll, if you are not enrolled yet, get enrolled as soon as possible. Again, the most important thing, you need not to worry about the study material, my dear students. We are going to provide you the study material here in the batch. Okay, the study material is going to be of NEET advanced level. Similarly, again, you need not to worry about the DPPs. DPPs will be also provided in the batch. You don't have to solve any other study material apart from these 2. Okay, in the month of February, we are starting a crash course batch, and you'll be having the access to that crash course batch as well, that too free of cost. So you can do your revision in the month of February and March from the crash course batch. All India test series. A lot of students want all India test series, right? Perfect. It is free of cost for all of you. One-on-one mentorship. After you write every test, there will be a mentorship session scheduled with you, wherein we'll let you know where your mistakes are, how you can convert your weakness into your strengths. All those things will be discussed in those one-on-one mentorship sessions. 50,000 questions with solutions will be provided. Short notes will be provided. Formula sheets will be provided. So we are making your work easy, basically. Otherwise, you have to do all this on your own. No, but we are providing you here in the batch itself. Perfect. And my dear students, at the same time, in the Phoenix 3.0 batch, in the Phoenix 3.0 batch, we are starting some 5 batches basically. One batch is started by me and my team in English language, starting from today. One batch is started by Steep ma'am with her team in English language, starting from today. One more batch by Garima ma'am with her team, right? Starting from today. So technically there are 5 batches, which we are starting on Unacademy for NEET 2027, starting from today, all the 5. And the best part is, you'll be having the access to all of them. You can access all of the batches, my dear students, which we are starting from today. Okay? And only at 4499. This is not something which you have to pay monthly. This is the price of the entire batch for one complete year. Okay? So basically, if I show it to you quickly, this is one of the batches which we are starting. This is my batch in English language. This is one more batch which we are starting from today. One more batch which we are starting from today. One more batch which we are starting from today. And one more batch which we are starting from today. So if we are starting some 5 batches for NEET 2027 students, right? You'll be having the access to all of these batches. Perfect. So technically, you have got the choice to select your teachers. For example, if you want to select one of the teachers from this team, you can do one subject from this team or 2 subjects from this team, some of the subjects from this team, some of the subjects from this team. The choice is all yours, basically. The choice is all yours. But this is the only batch in English. This particular one is the only English batch which we are starting in Unacademy. Right? Wherein I'll be me and KK sir, and your Sonali ma'am will be taking care of your chemistry, Yavar sir will be taking care of your complete physics, and your Tina ma'am will be taking care of your complete biology. Now, if you want to be the part of this particular batch, the Phoenix 3.0 program, what you have to do, there's a link in the description box. I'll pin the same link in the comment section of this video as well. You have to click on the link. Once you click on the link, my dear students, you'll be directed to this particular page. Here you have got 3 options. You can take either the Plus subscription or Iconic subscription or Iconic Pro subscription. Now, what is the difference between all the 3 subscriptions? My dear students, first of all, in all these subscriptions, you'll be having the access to all the batches. Whether you want to take Plus, whether you are taking Iconic, whether you are taking Iconic Pro. In every subscription, you'll be having the access to all the batches. Right? Now, what is the major difference between Plus and Iconic? My dear students, in Plus, you get study material in the form of PDFs. Right? But in Iconic subscription, you get study material in the form of these booklets. 23 booklets will be delivered to your houses, and you just have to solve these booklets, right? You don't have to solve any other book, just these booklets. That will be more than sufficient, right? And in Iconic subscription, apart from the study material which will be delivered to your houses, apart from that, there'll be one-on-one mentorship session. Iconic subscription, and in Iconic Pro, first of all, access to all the batches, right? Study material in the form of booklets which will be delivered to your houses, one-on-one mentorship with your educators, also the access to SRG programs, special rankers group. You'll be having the access to special rankers group in Iconic Pro. Also, you'll be having frequent mentorship sessions with the AIMS toppers. Every week, at least one session with the AIMS toppers in the Iconic Pro subscription. Also, in the Iconic Pro subscription, apart from the batch tests, you are having one extra test series free for all of you, which contains 28 more tests. Perfect, in Iconic Pro. So what you have to do, here you have to take the subscription for 9 months or 18 months. So all of you would want this for 9 months because, I know because you are preparing for NEET 2027, or if you are preparing for NEET 2028, then you can take the subscription for 18 months. And click on continue. Use the code Wassim, right? If you want to be under my mentorship. Perfect. So if you are taking the Plus subscription, here you have got options to add the separate test series as well. If you want to take an extra test series, you can do that. One is your offline test series, one is your online test series. Perfect. Offline as well as online test series, both of them contains 28 tests whose schedule will be given to you. This is a separate test series. If you want to edit, you can edit here. And click on continue. Once you click on continue, my dear students, you just have to put your mobile number on which you get the OTP and everything. And eventually you'll be getting enrolled in the batch only at 4499. This is not the cost of the batch for 1 month. No, this is the price of the entire batch, my dear student, for 1 complete year. And you'll be having the access to all the batches which I told you already. Perfect. So if you want to be with us, if you want to get trained by us, be the part of the batch as soon as possible, because today we are starting this new journey for the NEET 2027. Be the part of the batch as soon as possible, and then it's going to be our job to make sure that all of you land into a dream college for sure. So with this, I'll be taking leave. Take care. God bless you all and love you all. Bye-bye.